no, give you the whole right now, bro. Okay? Get some in a little bit, man. All right? You don't have to this morning. You're not going outside either. It's cool out there. And the other cat was a little hissy. All right? A little hissy. We gotta do that. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's beautiful weather. That's camping weather right there. That's when you need to have somebody with you. I ain't gonna get one of them chicken head bitches. Hell to the no. Why you gotta get all down in front of me? I just went out to the door. Man, get your ass out the way. Trying me like that, nigga. What's up, Bubba? Come on. You want some? I gave you a couple. You got like two other ones. You got that hairball control, bro. Alright? I'm just gonna give you a couple, man. Yeah, they want to keep playing. They don't realize that they ain't gonna say nothing. Give them less energy because they really think they're doing something. There you go, Bubba. That's about 10 of them. Good. You like it? Wish I had some oatmeal. Clogging the arteries. This is like mushroom coffee. It's done, see? What, you gonna follow me upstairs too? I'm like leaving you or something. I'm like, what kind of dog, man? You are so funny, man. You are funny, bro. That shit is garbage too. They poisoning everything. Throw all that shit away. Throw all that stuff away. She's lying. Toast, bro. I want some toast. I want some toast, man. Get that. That's yours, here. You're so funny, bro. 2:35. Jesus. It makes no sense. get up in this I mean, I'm calling you Charisma. Alexander, what's wrong? My energy scaring you or something? You'll be alright, bro. Stop that running and crap. We're not playing right now. Hey, what's going on? Benji, Rondo, Mikey. Hope, Ransom, what's going on, beloveds? What's happening? Hey, Snow, what's up, baby? Mama Red, Oak, what's going on, beloveds? What's happening? It's good to have y'all here. Yeah, so as y'all know, I came on and I expressed to you that music like that I was playing, this is actually something that's on plenty of my other videos. So this, I actually screenshotted it. Certain individual like comes in here and then leaves. And I believe it's who you might think it might be when you want to get into the alphabet people who creates this false, because you can do this. False thing where you report something and this, that, and other, or put claims on it. But it says that they were claiming monetization. The music's not even monetized. And besides that, it can't be monetized. Certain music has vocals that go to it. Now, a lot of y'all know that I have a Dutch or Germanic bloodline. Well, it's there. I was going to put a picture of my great-grandmother, grandma up that I've had in other pictures, which goes to Retina Lee, or as you could say, Retina Schaus, who was my great-grandmother. And then my grandmother, Catherine Lee, ergo Catherine Lee Schaus, or Catherine Lee Wright. And no, so I'm not gonna put that picture up. It's gonna make it explode. I know that many times I irk people, but I irk people because I don't want certain people here. I want the weak. I don't want the weak here. I don't want somebody to. I don't want to hold nobody's hand and walk them down, you know, the valley of comfort. We're not in comfort. And I'm not going to hold their hands while they're embracing the lies still. I'm just not going to do it. I don't want nothing to do with those people. And I'm going to say what I have to say about Zionists because they're pieces of excrement. And I'm going to say what I got to say about the fake Jews who shouldn't be over there because Israel is not a place. Israel is a staple and a people, Ishmaelites. And they're not them. None of them. It doesn't matter about the remnant that still might be there. They are far from it. They're hateful. I've been over there. I've seen how they acted, regardless of the ones who are not that way. Only person that did it, and I asked him. I says, "Hey, brother, West Side was the only person. I bet none of you did it." And when I made the statement, I says there are several places, and the last one they picked was Palestine. Before that, it was Uganda and America. And they said, "There's no way in the world we're going to set up over there in America," because they know the truth of the land and they know how the soul or the spirit of the people would turn. Okay. They knew that would have been a gross walking apart. So this individual comes in and he does this. It's every once in a while because I get copyrights because you can play any music you want. First of all, the music is not the focus of attention. Well, the statements or what I am proclamating or saying is the focus. So this individual, probably some fake ass Jew or some Zionist or some government agent that works in the behind the scenes, because we're at that time. You would think they would be smart enough and go, well, we want to hear what this one's got to say. Well, today I'm going to say a few things. And I'm going to see if y'all really been paying attention. So somebody downloaded or shared this thing of this another young brother, and I love these brothers are actually catching on. How many of y'all recall me saying that the moon is not what you think it is? Now, I alluded to the fact that the sun is based upon the female energy. It is nurturing. The moon, though, is based upon the male. But for what? For we moved at night under the guise of it because we made war against it. Didn't I say that it was pot marked because we had a grand war against it? That in all the readings I'm doing, did you see me anywhere in these domes talk about any moons anywhere else? There's only certain places that eclipse what might be a moon. And those are the places occupied by who? The Anunnaki custodian. Well, actually, the custodian. I told you it was a great war. I even pointed out that there are coins you could probably look up. Well, this individual took that information that I showed on TikTok, my first account, and went and found the coins that I was talking about. the coins can be misguided as far as direction given. But if you know what you're looking at, you'll see that there's troops and soldiers, even vehicles. There's coins with vehicles based on not too long ago. And I've been saying for the last 25 years, remove 1,000 years. It took me a while to accept that. 25 to 28 years, remove 1,000 years. Now, when did I learn that? That was solidified in Edinburgh, Scotland. When did I finalize the notion that that might be real? About 27, 28 years ago, something like that. I don't count time. And so where did I put it? Right now, that put us at 10, what, 23, right? Give or take. That's if you still follow the 4 seasons, but autumn is the 5th. Well, it's not actually the 5th if you want to go ahead and loop it. 364 days. I did the math on Facebook and I told people about the math, and some people worked out and realized, damn, James is probably right. It's not about probably. This is the old world we're talking about, where everything was known. The new world, everything is based upon a lie, out of order, out of context. Then I said, other than that, there's 13 months. Well, if you remove autumn, what's concisive to being 28 leap year, frog year? Just think about it. 31, 30 days, 28 to 29 days. Think about it. It's a monopoly they have over everybody because people don't want to use this. How many of y'all woke up this morning and you realized that you put your shoes in a different place? That you had to get down and dig them from under the bed? How many of y'all brush your teeth with your other hand and in the mirror told yourself 10 times you were beautiful and that you love yourself by making eye-to-eye contact with yourself? How many of you took the comb and the brush and brushed with the other opposite hand instead of with the other hand, and then made the corrections that you think that you wouldn't have to make with this one, but you always do naturally? What seems unnatural becomes natural. In order to see things differently, you must envision things differently. Right now, everybody's vision is based upon what? What you've been conscripted into. I say conscripted because it's like going in the military. First thing they do is they got to break you down in order to build you up to what they need. As far as an requirement, they make you believe it's the requirement, so therefore it's a need, necessity, what you make you believe what you want, so you can better yourself when you're already perfect. And they were not making you better. They were conscripting you into something to become something that you were never meant to be. Paying attention. Same thing with school. Same thing with the hate between parents. People would think that, oh, you must hate your ex-wife. She's a liar. No, me speaking the truth, relevant to however she feels and statements she makes that are far from it, doesn't allude to the fact of the reality. We have become so desensitized. Like I saw this cat, Academic, New York, and I see all the little gay people going after him because of what he's talking about the women. Well, it just so happens that they're all screwed up in the head. But why is anybody giving it any time? Because, see, they've become conscripted in based on the dichotomy of their world or education. And education can be listening to Sexy Red and China and all them other ones. That is a form of education, isn't it? Is it based on the truth? Well, it's the reality of what's going on, but is it based on the truth? No, they're not the truth. We use the words like perversion and stuff like that, subjugated. That's what's happening to the young ones, subjugated to something based on a system because they need people not to be who they're supposed to be. Isn't that right, Alexander? That's why I didn't snip him. It's meant to be that way. You're welcome. If y'all heard him. Well, he's going to spray. Well, you shouldn't have took him in the house. Learn to wipe. Don't be lazy. Concoct something with vinegar and lemon, some rosemary and thyme, and spray it where peas or squirts at. Get used to it. Because the way they're looking at it, they want to destroy everything anyway. So you'll either be dead in one of those concentration camps, being executed, devoured, cannibalistic like, or whatever. But everybody wants to fight for the wrong things. I'm doing my best to be very careful here. I don't believe in being politically correct because I don't believe in politics nor the correctness of it. I don't think there's anything correctness in it. I don't believe there's an aptitude of a higher existence. It's like Gary Newsom. What's he doing in China? Smacking little boys on the butt playing basketball. Henry Kissinger meeting with President Xi. Why is it that people ignore these things? You would think that I'm worried about foreign troops and stuff. No, I was a foreign soldier on other people's lands, and they felt the same thing at times. But we know this is different. Okay. They use the ignorance of you, melanated people, the arrogance of pale skins who got caught up in that fictional world of race and everything else, to which I've been saying that there's a lot of them who are from us, but there's a lot of them from somewhere else. People have a hard time dealing with that. I can't do nothing about that. It should be easy to see who's who. But because people will see with blinders on and see what they created, we're outside of ourselves. How can I, with a German or Dutch and Chinese and Spanish bloodline, sit here? I know I always say, it's not my blood, because I know that the indigenous blood runs deeper in me. But the Chinese is there. The Dutch is there. The German. And the Spanish is definitely there. As far as the narrative, marrying into the family. But if we was to go back, who remember me doing the thing about 8 billion people? How many generations would it take? It won't take that many at all. Of grandparents, great-grandparents, so on. So like 12? Oh, wait. Hold on. 24? Anybody do the math? Because I asked you. You know I've got it right here. I'm looking right at it. I want to know what it is that you're allowing yourself to do. Nobody's smarter than anybody. Nobody's dumber than anybody. We have acquiesced what was given. Because when they do this, remember I was reading in that one book about the X being capped off? Heavy metals introduced into the body at certain times. Will it be attached and go directly to certain things? It's not like they didn't know to do these things. So that 14 generations of knowledge, even further back than that, you're cut off from. So you come into this world as a baby knowing, but because you can't yet acquiesce the language by the nurturers, by the time you acquiesce that language, all that history is gone. Or it's blocked off. You can't access it. So I say it's important, it's paramount that you do the things that I've been suggesting to have some kind of recall. And believe me, if you're doing it, you will have recall. You will see and hear things and know things that you didn't before, but you did. You just couldn't tap into it. And it could drive you crazy. That's why you need to have somebody be able to, and be honest. Don't make up nothing. Because those of us who've had recall will know. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Everything you think existed long ago ain't that long at all. Are you aware that there are people in Russia, as over here, like in Georgia and places like that, who go and collect old world oak trees that are still in the ground? They dig them up. These trees are as big as the base of one of your apartments, right? And what they do is they cut them in half, and then they get these big ladders, and they get these big saws, these chainsaws that are like 8 to 10 to 12 feet long, and they cut them off to make these tables and stuff where they pour ceramic and colors, right? And, polyurethane, and get all the little colors and lights and stuff. Are you aware that the Smithsonian, the government, has been hiding it? Until recently, they can't hide it. You might be able to look some of this stuff up. They have been going into trees, because the rings, how they count, right? The rings, the heath or the heart, we call it, thousands of years. How can you cut the root of an oak tree that in circumference is about 10 feet to 15 feet around? We're talking about trees that don't even stand like that, other than redwood, which are like 30 in circumference. You could drive cars and trucks under, like 60 feet in circumference. Oak trees no more than I'd say about 25 feet. But ones you might find, I'm talking about the girth, like you could walk like shoulder to shoulder under this tree. I might be off by the numbers. They're cutting down. You see the roots there, they're all broken off, because those roots go out for miles, right? They're cutting down where the tree was cut off. And they're finding metal, glass, in the middle of these trees that are thousands of years old. And you think this is all new? We had a grand war. We came together to stop what had happened. before. And here it is, y'all can't even recall this. You're stuck in your little world of this disingenuous hate, disagreement based upon ignorance. All disagreements are ignorance, whether it's true or not, what one is right or wrong. Unsettling. When I was talking about the blue crystals that fell out in the Serengeti and Mojave deserts and Congo, and they were like, what is that? I says, it's funny, the Frenchman who built that big thing and went up in the balloon, and one of the popular mechanics, 1940, whatever, 30, whatever it was, stated that he saw the earth and saw the white walls uplifted as far as he could see. He was up there to see the esprit. There's no way to get through it. He had the lower pressure to come back down because he was so high. He was afraid he was going to drift off, but there was no drifting off. He said it's like a lake of ocean. This is how high this thing, it had oxygen. It was compartmentalized, him and his wife. The craziest thing, he survived. It was allowed to see it. They hide that. They need you to believe in something fictional instead of paying attention to the truth and make the truth hidden, a lie. But it's still there. And then we want to say that we're boggled by those who want to sit there and hold on to theory as if it's fact. Want to throw NASA spaceships, CGI, and everything else in your face. What is so hard to understand that there's agents everywhere? Is it hard to accept it because you're not one? Or do you feel it'd be easier to be one and to get in the circle and then find out what you can and then disappear? That doesn't work anymore. So the reason why this individual did what he did, now he came back. I was surprised. Every time he leaves and comes back. It's a stupid idiot. Anyway, let's see how long he lasts. I'm not playing when I say what I do. So I'm grateful. I never focused on him. Oh, I'm focusing on him now. 1,585. Let's see if it goes back to 84. I'll hang around. If you're suicidal, I don't care. Okay. I did a little, I guess y'all call it spells or something, just for that particular individual. Anywho, back to as I was stating. It was what I was saying that was problematic, frightening. See, for the baddest, don't have to lash out and do things, and that's the weak. The weak do that. We have perfect examples. Right now, Chicago thinks they're the deadliest place. They're not even on the top 10. You know who is, right? Baltimore. You see, and it's been like that for a long time. But the media plays a role because why? They need to hide the fact of the tortured places that are allowed to exist. And now that people are paying attention, realize, well, Section 8, Article 1, police on federal, they don't have jurisdiction to even pull you over. Unless you're in an act of a crime that can hurt and harm people. Now, they can go ahead and start lying and faking. We know that's what they're taught they could do. But because we're under, well, for those who consider themselves citizens or United States American, you're under the UN, and you have been since 1958. Even though we know it's false and it's a lie. But because your ignorance is white, I put black up there, as I stated long ago, that it alludes to Negro. Negro alludes to black, which literally means dead. That's the second part. But Negro alludes to necromancy. That's why I've got that book, Delectable Negro. It gets to it. We'll read a little later. Okay. I felt it important to come in and make this statement. And I asked y'all to subscribe to my other channel. And yet, in solidarity of ignorance, a lot of you have it. It's not mine. I'm not going to get rich. What is, I don't get the persona of certain disqualification qualities or factors, which are baseless actually, but the mind usurped because it is not exercised to better improve self. That's a statement I'm making with clarity for those who have a hard time accepting that. I'm a historian for a reason. I see things different for a reason. I let you know that my name is Lucifer because it's a perversion and you think that it means something evil. It's a name, like any other name. Somebody come along with the name Nimrod from Africa, some of the Serengeti, it's cool. But you don't get it. They have made things, created things that never existed. And here y'all run with it like banshees out of hell. But there is some power to it because it's a name based out of royalty. See, you didn't even know that. Because you know why? They need you to know what they want you to know. The fake church, the triangle, Big Brother watching you. What's that? Julian? What do you call it? The Lord of the Rings? Yeah, the Black Pope, the Gray Pope. Make it make sense. Pepe. There's somebody, that thing's over him too. See, because you don't have the knowledge, most of you come here who are respectful. There's a lot of you who think you know stuff, know everything. You come here and you're just doing this because you don't care. How do people want to just kill and fight and kill? I'm reading the books because you keep thinking outside as per se me reading when I'm letting you know that they're talking about right now. I figured y'all would have caught on to that by now. The moon, what is it required for? What is the necessity? Why do you think it disappears? Well, because of what it says in Enoch. What if I told you that Enoch is an trepidation of something ancient? And so they gave their own manifestation to hide everything that needs to be hidden in plain sight. So have you all had recall? Or do you think I'm just talking crazy? I'm honest with you. Bad knees, bad back, jack wrist. I mean, look how big. It has nothing to do with it. Neck with problems. When we box, we used to do that thing, on our heads, going back and forth, mess our neck up. And I went through military with that crap. Scoliosis. I'm not lying to you. It's just that I know that we're bigger than that. What do I have to gain to lie when I don't have no emotions or feelings that bind me to you other than the fact that I love you? I'm angry 24/7. And the anger I have, you will never be able to match. Never. Never. None of you. Not even combined. Trust me. That's why it's important for me to love. But with a real love. Not some based on this and circumstance that feeling for no. My neighbor was just over here. I gave him a little nug to smoke, I adore him and his old lady. Liberals, but I still adore him. And he was like, okay, I could see. I was like, well, you could see what? When he's like, okay, you got some Chinese or something. I said, first of all, we're the original everything, bro. And he looked at me and I was like, you know what the teachers told you and your parents. Do you think your parents knew everything? Did they write the history books? Did they lay down the new rules? Did they augment you to those laws? Or natural order and states of being precipitated by the constant ambiance to the 7 or 8 hertz? And he looked at me. I said, everything I said, if you're in the knowing, means you would know this. These are the simple things. These are not intriguing. He says, man, you always got some stuff to talk about. I says, why don't you? It says, we're the original of everything. To parlay as far as a certain portion, not everything. And so I told him, I says, well, it's funny how after the decimation of war of our peoples, the hand trade, all of a sudden, with all those great warriors and people dead, and many more than one punch bowl, assassinations, poisoning whole towns, flooding them in sleep, not one, but up to 30 something, dynamiting and destroying based on conceived notions of our own brothers who turned on us because of the grandchildren who were raised in ignorance. I says, you think they just brought orphans here on a boat? No, they used their own babies that's stolen away. Women and men and grandparents murdered and buried in the very houses they moved into. And history hidden only but from a few. He was like, man, I gotta sit down. I said, you can sit down and talk anytime. You're right across from me. You do many things for me that are very wonderful. Anytime you have a question to ask. That's what I say to you all. It doesn't mean I'm always going to have an answer, but I might have something that is relevant. I was afforded to be able to do a whole lot of things the majority of y'all didn't even together combined haven't been able to do. All right? There was a reason for it. I never accepted it. Now I know. I believe in y'all more than you believe in yourselves. That's why I hold on. But my anger supersedes it a lot of times. I just want to say F you all and go about my business. So I got the books. Fuck, you don't want to help. You don't want to believe. You don't want to be patient. What's the two most powerful tools, people? Patience and time. What are the two that I don't give a damn about? I don't care about your patience nor your time. I don't follow those laws. But I know they're the two most powerful weapons because they're used against you. How are they used against you? Patience, to create a divinity to keep you away from it, and time, to which you don't have no more, because they constructed their own paradigm of time to which you have no knowledge of. You don't use your patience nor your time adequately. You feel a desire to feed your do as thou wilt type thing, Aleister Crowley, right? The idiot. Even though that's not what it meant. But anywho, we're not here to talk about that. You refuse because you believe that it's giving away control. You have no control. I could do a little test right now and show you have no control. But I'm not going to do that because that would just inaugurate you with a whole bunch of more nonsense, to which none of us need. As you see, if they were so powerful, they wouldn't be so worried about hiding this, that, and other while they're doing all the dumb things in front of you. They're worried about the sayers because they need the naysayers. Don't be part of the naysayers. I was really believing in y'all. I looked at how everything was going by a handful of brothers and sisters. And I said, the rest probably will come in and we'll get these books this weekend. Regardless of me just wanting books, I said, and I won't have to ask no more because we'll have the books. Although I think we need any other book that I get will be based upon me just digging out in the shed or people I know that have certain books that I don't have and it's going to them. Hey, man, I got some white gloves. Can I take that book with me? You know what I mean? That kind of. But it's also been a test. And I said that in videos. It's always a test. And some of you just don't care. You feel like, who's he to test me? Who are you to think that you can't be tested? Let me know how great of an individual you are. Don't give me this I'm black and I'm proud shit. Excuse my French. Let me know what makes you so great. I don't want to hear the ignorant, because I'm me, my name is my mommy, my daddy. Shut up. I want to hear that diorama of a drama, goofy cardboard cutout crap. Broken is what you sound. Tell me. Illuminate me. Give me all the what? Don't give me that being your own your own enemy. Don't give me that darkness. I don't care about that. The light's always going to come through anyway. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Tell me without being all emotional. Oh, there he said my mama. And what about your mammy and daddy? They both was bums. There you go. That's one test. Not children, and fuck them too. Because you know why? By you being ignorant, you fucked them already. So what am I doing? Excuse the French. Another test. Want me going harder with the test? So you have no control. You think it's a game? They're about to show you exactly what you don't know. So busy out there, letting certain people go and make war, and then the veterans come home, and none of y'all got together to go take care of these vets. But you think you're ready to deal with what? You people are fools. I'm slowly enhancing you, giving you another way of direction. But you don't even want to practice that. So whatever happens, and I know some of the ignorant ones, I don't even want you here to go, well, when I'm dead, I'm dead. That's not how it works. They can keep you alive for years with no limbs, cutting away flesh while you're alive, even with the shock. Oh, yeah, they know how to do a lot of things, y'all. Y'all have no idea. Women, you don't know what it's like to have 100 men run through you and not kill you. And keep doing it. Men, you too. Who remembers the explosion in Beirut? The ammonium nitrate explosion? Kind of weird that they would put it with fireworks. Any of y'all remember that explosion? Do you know what that would do to one of these little cities? Well, son, Devin more. How you doing? Peace, clan. You read 100 games under the dome. All girls shot at the top and found out they won't. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Horace Allegory, what's going on, beloved? Mikey Hill, T. Hines, Andy Rilla. Hey, Andy Rilla, what's going on, beloved? Marcus Williams, I'm just saying hi because I see some people popped up all of a sudden. You know what goes in there? Evan Smiley, aka American Ninja, what's going on, beloved? All right. Okay, hey, Wild Indian, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? Hey, 7 grams. What's cracking? What's going on, beloved? It's good to see you, beloved. Just want to shout everybody out, while I continue to run my mouth for a few more. Yeah, to you. Hey, what's going on, beloved? Just before, I go back to running my mouth. I appreciate all you coming in. Anyway, as I was saying, we're in a world of confusion. And I don't want to give that energy and increase its dominion. Because sadly, it has dominion. I would like to see it decrease. But it ain't but so much that one man can do. You see how much they don't want to feed the homeless, and they don't want to help the vets, and they don't want to help but you see how quick they want to change your pronouns? And then everything now, the pecker would run out of their mouth in government. The civil rights, wait, those were Indian civil rights, not meant for all. You see how they pervert stuff, these Zionists, these fake Jews? Biden has said it on 12 occasions, I'm a proud Zionist. What? And yet, we still have these individuals, especially ex-military guys. They're so patriotic, they're stupid. Every time I see their posts, I just unsubscribe from left and right and left. I want to go over to Israel and fight Hamas. They just sound so stupid. And then we have those Negroes too in the liberal states, not the little knucklehead wannabe thugs, not knowing what that term comes from. Thuggy. Well, y'all can look it up for yourselves. Or diva. Both of them, thuggy and diva, comes from the same place as Hindustan. But anyway, they keep pushing this as if that's all they know is the narrative that's been painted before them. And yet, George Orwell said, history's a lie. Everything that you know has been changed. The pictures, paintings, writings, history. Mark Twain, I shared some of his quotes. Charlie Chaplin, who is a Jew, an Ashkenazi. It's mind-boggling. I guess what people know is work, baby, dinner, breakfast, lunch, worst 3 meals in the world. car, Prada, Fendi, Old Navy, blah, 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 blah. Gold, jewelry. Ain't nothing wrong with a cootie that's pink and a booty hole that's brown, but keep that in the room or between you and your lover, The dumbing down is done. This is just the cherries on top. That's all this is. To show how dumb, and it's sad. Hey, DeAndre Baldwin, what's going on? Grand Elevations. How you doing, beloved? I'm gonna say this a couple more things, and I'm gonna get off of here because I want to come back and read. Was I upset when they did it? No. I chatted. I shared what I could with y'all. It says, come over to my next page. What is it to get upset about? I want them upset. I want them on their full game and off the game at the same time. It couldn't have been me because I'd never block none of you. I wouldn't censor nothing. I'd be like this. They're already doing that. They already got flags on you and stuff. Don't worry. I'm not downplaying my name, Lucifer. Ain't nobody else running around with it. I'm just saying. It is not what y'all think it means. And that's the truth. We're going to have a good time reading today. I hope you all come back. What time is it up there? We're going to go ahead and we're going to start reading at 12:30 exactly. I'm going to go and make me. I got 4 eggs left. So I've got some sourdough that I made. I'm going to whip me up some sourdough toast or bun. You know what poached eggs look like? Poach me these 4 eggs. Put me these, I got different kind of, sea kelp, cubes and stuff that I defrost in water. I'm gonna hit that over it with a little tomato pesto to get the iodine and all that. I'm a chef and I know how to make stuff taste real good. No onions, no nothing. And I'm gonna sit back and let yellow liquid fly and bread and everything fly everywhere and just make a mess and enjoy it. Let me come back and we get this reading on. Okay. I appreciate you all coming in. I really do. And I would love to say I apologize for that, but I can't apologize for their weaknesses and their cowardice. Or the little monkey that comes in this room. I don't have to say what's going to happen or whatever. I just said I did what I had to do. So that person, hold on. I don't care. I know that y'all check. For those who check, you know exactly what I'm saying when I said, look into the suicides of that. Look at what's going on. Look at those who've been fired. It wasn't happening until I did what I had to do, and I made the statement. And sure enough, and it's hard for them to believe. They think that they're all powerful. I'm telling you that you are the power. You are powerful. You are capable of so much more. And I know you don't believe it because the miseducation of the Negro is right. The miseducation of the necromancers, right? The dead. You're not necromancers, but it's alluded to that, to the dead. Necromancy is a form of something. People that believe they can take or give life or play with it. The death part, reaping and all that. But the black illuminates the fact that necro is death. So that's why I love James Baldwin's I'm Not Your Negro. We have been betrayed by many of our own people. Don't be the further antagonist or further self-betrayal because of their ignorance. And yes, for that individual you're in here who asked me about, I respect Islam more than I do Christianity. Yes, I do. Very much so. For good reasons too. Even though I know the origin of both of them. Okay. Anyway, beloved sisters, wonderful brothers. 12. I'll set up at 12. So 12:30 we'll get the read on. All right. I'm going to the post office too. And I appreciate y'all. First, I'm going to get in here and make this wonderful ass sandwich. Hey, what's going on? Radiation, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? What's happening? It's good to have had y'all in here, and I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all come back for the reading. It's going to be, I was going to read a whole lot yesterday to catch up, and I said, no, that's just stupid. We're going to hit Hidden Lands and Heaven Bearers, because Heaven Bearers is getting really deep now. And for those who've been through the reading, you know where it's about to go. It's going to get real super movie-like. I actually wrote a few chapters in my screenwrite too yesterday. I had the time to do it. And then we'll get to Ancient and Modern Brits, the books that Kira Mio sent me, and we'll acquiesce George Jones and back in the tablet with the Algonquins who found Europe. Okay? Well, actually, we found all of it. But anyway, again, I appreciate you guys. All right? Max V, what's up, 11? Hit the donation if you don't mind. Let's get these books at least by this weekend. I'm not here to break you. And everybody working together, nobody goes broke. It's that simple. I know we have the people that stand off in the corner. Well, let's see how that works with everything that's about to happen. At least you enjoy the reading. Appreciate y'all. Again, love, number love. Tribe up, wise up, tribe up.